dream that he had, he won't be able to pursue it. It was already in him. He who has begun a good work in you shall perform it. And so it's already in you. You need to know that it's already in you. No one can take it from you. You can only fumble it. You can give it up. They can't take it. You'll give it.
For me, y'all can chase the tail. Pick so precise, it's like we reading it in braille. Stacking all this money, there's no way that we can fail. The stats never lie.
We're gonna save money. Your go-to source for the latest and greatest in sports and urban culture. We're just here to break down all the trending topics, give you the inside scoop, and provide our expert insight on everything from game day strategies to the culture, whether you are a seasoned bettor, sports fanatic, or gambler like myself, or just someone who loves to stay on top of the urban scene. Stay with us. Stick with us, baby. It's going down. You feel me? We got a lot of safe money to tend to. And that's what's going down, baby. That's what's going down. Hey, I'm going to take these off so you can see me. 36-16. 2-2 for the night. Baltimore Orioles, the Boston Red Sox with the Spadini Aniosellini. I'm your host, Two Picture Core. I'm just talking about what happened last night. Baltimore Orioles and the Boston Red Sox. We're currently 36-16 for today, according to last night's win. Also, the parlay we had, those that DM'd us, we got the parlay. Philadelphia Phillies, Oakland A's, and the Washington Nationals. Save money, baby. Save money, baby. That's all save money, baby. All save money. All of it. All of it. Got a little greedy. Took the Angels on something, man. And smoked it. Angels, man. Golly. Hey, what can I say? What can I say? I mean, hell, to live and die in LA. Listen, we've been talking about dreams and having the audacity to dream and dream big. And we talked, I think the day before about, there's a purpose for your pit. And then, yesterday, I believe it was about, there's a purpose for your pit. And the day before, we just talked about how, they're going to be your pit. It serves a purpose. That was yesterday. There's a purpose for your pit. And then the day before, we just talked about pit to fold situations. Pit, being in a pit. And being in a pit does not necessarily mean that you are, in the ground, in a hole that has been carved. Doesn't mean that. It just means that you're facing some opposition. There are times where, depression comes upon you, and you're pitiful. Anytime you acting abnormal, obsolete from how you've been designed, the human body, the mind has been designed to act and to behave. Anytime you're acting abnormal, outside of the norm, man, you're pitiful. If you don't have a plan in today's time with the society and the world shape and in the condition that it's in, you're pitiful. You're pitiful. If you're depending on other people to make it happen for you, you're pitiful. That's a pit. That's a pit mindset. That's a pit mindset. That's a pit mentality. You're pitiful. You in the hole. And the thing is, you place yourself there. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. What are you thinking about yourself? If you ain't doing nothing, then it's obviously what you're thinking about in regards to yourself. If you ain't trying to make nothing happen, then it's obvious to how you feel and what you think about yourself. But if you getting up every day, you getting to it, you meditating, you meditating on the plan, the vision, you dreaming, you fantasizing, you imagining, you're constantly thinking about it, working towards it, doing the right thing, tithing. And I ain't talking about going to a church and just giving money to a system. I'm talking about tithing into a nonprofit or organization that is wanting to give back to his or her community, wanting to better not just themselves but the people around them. You know, hosting food drives and giveaways or something. You know, giving to the poor, the less fortunate. You know, my daughter has a nonprofit for congenital heart children. You know, time, putting that time in. It isn't all about money. It's about putting that time in. You know, giving your time and your talent, your treasure to those that are less fortunate, those that need your assistance. You know what I'm saying? So, we know who those people are. We know who those people are. But if you just lazy as hell, you pitiful. It's a mentality. It's a mindset. Some of us are living in a pit right now. We're in a pitiful state, with a pitiful mindset, and it has everything to do with you. Not accepting accountability, not applying yourself, not getting up to go get it for yourself, nobody else, not your children, not to prove your haters. And look, I don't even pay them any attention. It's not even them that motivate me. If your haters, your enemies and naysayers or whatever are the ones that motivate you, then you're pitiful. I'm motivated by me. I'm motivated by me being able to do whatever the hell I want to do. I'm motivated to be self-reliant, independent. I'm motivated by that. I don't need nobody to tell me to do. Nah. What makes me get up and move is the fact that I can go and do it when I want to. That's what excites me the most. And I'm telling you, the way we collecting this safe money, man, is gonna make it even easier. So the last night of this, I was only given three notes, 3 marks to talk about for my mentor. He only talked about 3 things during our money talk session, and we talked about in the last two days. And so today I want to let you know and encourage you before we get into this money, because that's why we're here. But in order for us to get to this money, we must put something on our mind. You gotta put something on your mind. My daddy used to always tell me you gotta have more on your mind than honey. Well, what Melvin said, boy, and Jody, baby boy, you gotta have more on your mind than just butter. You know what I mean? You gotta be thinking about more than just butter. The butter is just the glamour and the shiny things. You know what I'm saying? The pretty things. You know, that's the glamour. That's the butter. You know what I mean? You gotta have more in your mind than that. What's pushing you? What's motivating you? Me just being better than I was yesterday, last year. That's what I'm competing with. And ain't even no competition. I just believe that we just always need to be pursuing something. Every man should always be pursuing something. Just it is what it is. So look, the pit, we find out that every pit, every unfortunate circumstance we can find ourselves in, we learn that these situations, right, they're simply preparing us for promotion. That problem is just preparing you for promotion. That pit experience is just preparing you for that promotion, right? So in in Genesis 37, Joseph's time in the pit was just a part of the process which prepared him for his promotion. Though it didn't look like it at the moment, you know what I'm saying, being sold into slavery like our people were, right? The beginning of his journey took place in Egypt, where there he would eventually rise to a place of power. He gets annihilated, humiliated by his brothers. They strip him from his prized possession. They took what he had. They took of everything that he cherished, and that's exactly what your haters and the enemy want to do to you. They want to take the very thing that you treasure away. They want to strip you from it because they think like Samson that your power actually lies in this, right? But no, my power doesn't rely in my status or what I have or what they call me. You know who I am is all from within. You can't get that. You can't get that. You can't teach swag. You can't teach cool. It's just something that you have. You either have it or you don't. You know, you can't teach cool. But nevertheless, the beginning of his journey was extremely rocky. Being betrayed by his brothers, stripped from the very thing that he treasured, he loved. They took it from him and thought that if we take this from him, he can't dream, or the dream that he had, he won't be able to pursue it. It was already in him. He who has begun a good work in you shall perform it. And so it's already in you. You need to know that it's already in you. No one can take it from you. You can only fumble it. You can give it up. They can't take it. You'll give it up. You'll give it up. You'll indict yourself. You'll snitch on yourself. Right? Me, I'm not fumbling it. Nuh-uh. I'm not giving it up. No Adrian Peterson over here, Daddy. Yeah? I'm not giving it up. So his journey was rough, but he was thrown in the pit, sold to the Ishmaelites, and Joseph's journey eventually took place in Egypt. That's where it really began to start, and this is where he would rise to power. He would take a resident at a high seat in a high place, but he had to experience the pit. Now, I've had some pit situations and moments in my life, and I had to experience those moments so that now that I'm exalted, or once I'm exalted, or once you're exalted, you won't walk around puffed up. So what is the life principle behind this? What is the life principle? It's to simply understand that to that pathway of promotion, you're going to have to go through some sort of persecution. there are going to be some pitfalls, some pitiful situations. There are going to be many pit nights. But your trust in God's way of, trusting God's way of promoting us often, it doesn't look like what we expect or what we have been anticipating. Sometimes what looks like a demotion is actually a divine step for greater elevation. So, look, we're going to have to go to a quick commercial. We're going to come right back. Save money.
For me, y'all can chase the tail. Pick so precise, it's like we're reading it in braille. Stacking all this money, there's no way that we can fail. The stats never.
All right, so we're back. Okay, what's going on? All right, we're back. So, yeah, like I said, sometimes what seems like a demotion, setback, is actually a divine setup for a great elevation. Right? You have to know that there's something greater after this. It's something greater after this. So the pit, whatever pitful or pitiful situation, pit hole you find yourself in, right? Know that the pit may look like a place of defeat, but in all essence, it becomes the pathway to your promotion. It's just God chooses certain paths for you and I to trudge through in hopes for our relationship with Him to deepen. Because I don't know about you, when I'm going through some shit, man, my faith, it becomes stronger. And I have faith, but then when I'm actually going through something, it gets stronger. If you ever train in any form of martial arts and combat sport, the more you train, the more comfortable you are whenever you find yourself in a combat. And so, prayer, meditation, studying your whatever your religion is. If you're Christian, studying the letters, Paul, the Old Testament, the Gospel, Muslim, the Quran, whatever it is. Spending time in that, getting that part of your life together, so that when it becomes, that time to fight, you're comfortable in the fight. There'll be some things that shake you up. There'll be some things that shake you up. That pit will get lonely. That pit will get cold. That pit will get hard. That pit will get difficult, unbearable. But the pit, in essence, is designed to get you to your promoted place. It becomes the pathway to your promotion. That pit becomes the pathway to your promotion. That problem becomes the pathway to your promotion, greater elevation. So, the number one thing that I want to leave you with was this note right here where it says to be faithful in the pit. Be faithful to your task, your goal, even in the pit. If that relationship with you and your significant other is in a pitful situation, it's pitiful. The marriage is pitiful. The relationship is pitiful. The friendship is pitiful. Be faithful, man. Don't go around and start talking about it. Be faithful. Be loyal. Don't get to a point where, just because things are not going your way, God has turned his back on you. You turn your back. God hasn't. He will not. But I will. You will. But remain faithful. That's the lesson we get from Joseph. He remained faithful. He abided faithful through every stage of his journey, from the pit to the palace. Faithfulness in the pit is essential because it prepares, you and I to handle the responsibilities that come with promotion, right? So often tests, God will test us in the low places to see if we can be trusted. You know what I mean? If he can trust me in the low places, in those pitful situations, then surely he'll be able to trust me when I have millions of dollars. And that's what you want to do. Can God trust you? Can God really trust you? If you're in the pit, let me tell you the reason why you're in the pit. You're in the pit because God can trust you. He's not going to put your punk ass in that pit knowing that you're going to crumble. How many of you have children and you know that there are certain qualities and abilities in your child, you know that they can do it. And so you'll put them in certain situations for them to do what you know that they can do. But if you know that they're not ready or equipped to do it, you're not going to put them in that position because you know they're not ready yet. They still have to be developed. They still have to be strengthened. They still have to be taught so that when they're tried, they'll come out trying. They'll come out and try, right? They have to be tested. They have to be taught so that when they are tested and tried, they can come out on top, triumphant. That's what you want. That's what we're preparing for. And so he put him in the pit because he can trust him. That's the reason why you're in the pit, because you can be trusted. But just know that there's a greater level after this. A greater level. This whole pit experience has prepared me, has prepared you for a higher place. Last night predictions was real easy. Baltimore Orioles and the Boston Red Sox, Spradini and Ossolini. It happened. It took place. It took audacity. It took vision. It took the will to dream big and believe big. And so here we are, back at it again today, getting ready to give you 2 free picks. Cleveland Guardians, the Spradini and Ossolini. And we're going back with the Los Angeles Angels money line. It's just like that. Just that simple. Save money. We 36-16. 2 pick. Why you put your shades on? Because I just saw my future. And it's mighty bright. See what I just did? There's a promotion waiting on you. There is a promotion waiting on you, my sister. There's a promotion waiting on you, my brother. It's right there. Stay faithful in the pit. Stay faithful to who you are in the pit. Stay committed to who you are in the pit. Homeboy told me, don't let them trick you off the street. Don't let them trick you out your money. You hear me? Shorty, don't let your homegirls trick you up out of that relationship. He may not, do everything right, but he doing something right. They just mad at the situation for you. Don't let them trick you out of it. Homeboy, don't let them trick you out of it now. There's a promotion after this, man. Stay down. Stay down. Stay down. Stay down. Keep hoping, keep believing, keep dreaming. And look, we'll be back. We'll be back. Y'all have a blessed day. Respect and peace to all. Save money. We out.
Let the safe open up.